everybody. Welcome to YAAS. If you notice the grid today, we are out one Robin. Pax is coming back from camping with her family, but we have a guest player, David. Wave. Hello. Say hi. And this guest player has a beard. So I think this is the first beard we've had on YAAS, y'all. So just you get to be very special, David. I have jokes. I have jokes too, but I'm not trying to intercede. So we're going to have, Amelie is going to do a recap of what happened last time, if you would like a quick recap. And then we're going to we're going to go to Annika. Annika is going to talk about our merch because Annika can actually hold up a sample of our merch. And then we will begin playing the game. So I'm going to mute myself and let Amelie go through our recap.
Hey everyone. So last time on YAAS, the characters got together, had a wonderful brunch. There was there was bacon involved. There were meat wraps and that sort of thing. It was great. Everyone was happy. And during this brunch together, we learned from the mayor that there were not just one portal, additional portal open, but there were 3 additional portals opened. And so the mayor knew in what general direction that these portals were, but didn't know where the portals led to, nor where exactly these portals could be located. So we agreed to set out, find these portals, send up some fairy fire into the air as a signal as to where they were. And so there is one to the northeast of town, one to the northwest, and one to the south. So we had an entire plan to go find these portals, and you know how well plans work out. But we set off to the northeast, and as we're going, we noticed that there's some rain clouds. And so if you've ever been in East Texas, and you know what a good old thunderstorm feels like. And so we had to find shelter. So we found shelter in a nice little cave. Robin did a great job of sheltering the entrance of the cave because they are a wonderful artificer. And once we were in the cave and we were exploring, we got surprised attacked by a black ooze that dropped on top of Whistler. And but we were, of course, successfully able to save the day and defeat the ooze and head back out into the sun. But whenever you have rain, there's mud involved, and to blow off some steam, we had a little bit of a mud fight. And much fun was had by all. Mud slinging everywhere. And so we finally cooled down, had our steam blown off, and we kept walking northeast and came across a river so we could, wash off and that sort of thing, because Aster was not about to prestidigitate all of us for on purpose getting all gross and grody. But across the river, there was a portal. And so we found the portal, we crossed the river, walked up to the portal, and we determined that it was a portal to the realm of Earth, because we threw a rock through it, and the rock stayed there, and part of our rope stayed there because it was chewed off. But when we sent through some incense, the incense came back just fine. So it's the portal to the realm of Earth. And just as we were trying to figure out what to do next, a creature comes out from behind a tree near the portal and is a brand new creature to us. Before we get into playing, I do want to talk a little bit about the who we're donating to this month of November. It's going to be the the Native American Rights Fund, NARF.org. Throughout its history, NARF has impacted tens of thousands of Indian people in its work for more than 250 tribes. Some examples of the results include protecting and establishing the inherent sovereignty of tribes, obtaining official tribal recognition for numerous Indian tribes, helping tribes continue their ancient traditions by protecting their rights to hunt, fish, and use the water on their lands, upholding Native American religious freedom, assuring the return of remains and burial goods from museums and historical societies for proper and dignified reburial, and protecting voting rights of Native Americans.
I am not unmuted. for the actual like recording software. So merch. We have this YAAS shirt right here. YAAS. This comes in a crew neck or a V-neck. You can get it. It is provided by So Geek. They're fun. They're also my mom, but that's besides the point. Next thing we have are stickers. We have 3 thumbnail stickers out right now. I only have one of them made. So we do have these are from the Modrons. We got some nice Modron circle stickers. Tanya, one of these is yours, by the way. You get one. So yeah, that's what we have. 3. We have the Summer Swell, this one, and the other one, which was from this last. No. Oh no, then we also have the D20. The D20 one. That's the 3rd one. I haven't made any of the other thumbnails. I'll be making most of the thumbnails into stickers for you guys. So.
Okay. So, to do a quick retcon, so when I described the creature to you last time, I described him as having green skin and not much of a nose to speak of. That is a very quick flash of what you see before, and standing in front of you is a tall, kind of hulking, large creature, black-scaled, long tail, holding a sword. This is a black dragonborn. Now, this dragonborn are not people that we have talked about a lot in this world. They are extraordinarily rare in the world, that not just the area of Rendenhurst, but the continent and the planet. Dragonborn not seen a whole lot here and on this prime material plane. So some of you have probably heard of Dragonborn, but seeing one in the flesh is a little, you're like, whoa, what is this? So you see them step out from behind a tree, full kitted in armor. And if you look at, there is the icon, the token for our new friend. And he steps out from behind a tree, which is behind the portal. And he says,
he looks over the group kind of incredulously, as if he's a little surprised to see them, and then reaches into his pocket, pulls out what looks like a compass, flicks, and proceeds to pay attention to it for a few moments before closing it in frustration. And then he says he speaks in Draconic. So does anybody in the party speak Draconic?
Nope. That's it. If you start speaking in Draconic, okay, nobody responds to you because they're like,
oh. So he tries a few things in Draconic before he catches up.
Whistler will
this isn't right.
Whistler will just repeat straight back to him. Just like words that sound interesting to her, those especially. So she's probably emphasizing just like prepositions. It just makes no sense.
So in a kind of thick accent, he will just go, locals, I take it.
Hello,
and that's
my
in
name
common.
Is
so you
Aster. I am Aster. How are you? What is your name?
Greetings, I am Zareth, Captain Zareth. And you're Esther?
Aster, yes.
Did I say that?
Aster.
Esther.
Aster. Yes.
Let's see. And
you say captain. You say captain. You say captain. Are you with an army? And Finland sort of just casually is like presently reaching over her shoulder to, possibly have to unhook her axe very quickly. But you are with an army?
He pays it no mind.
You do not want to tell us who you are?
So I have told you. I am Captain Zareth.
Captain
you have
of
not
what?
given me your name.
I am
true, you have to be nice.
Aster.
You have to be nice or they won't be nice back.
Well, he's holding a sword, Aster. Not everybody can be friends.
That's what you think.
Not everybody can be friends.
Apologies. I wouldn't have my...
Right. So, yeah.
I wouldn't... DM, if we could work on that, I wouldn't have my sword as I was just walking around.
Yeah.
There's definitely one on my hip.
Right.
But I don't, like... I'm not, like, wandering around with my sword.
Okay, so you don't... You're just standing there? Okay.
Just like all of us?
What then brings you
I've got angry looking...
Where are you from?
I am here at the bequest of my mistress to... I am from the Astral Sea.
Do we know where this is?
If you would like, you can if you would like to figure out where the Astral Sea is, you can make an intelligence check.
Ah, dang. All right.
Which I know no one in this group is particularly good at.
That's what you
think.
I got an 11.
That's what you think. I got a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Hey!
I got a nat 1 and my intelligence is -1. I just need you to share it.
Whistler gets a 0! Big ol' goose egg for Whistler.
Is that the next city over?
Did Bostet roll? Yeah, Bostet didn't even try.
We know.
I have a +1 in intelligence, so 19 + 1, dirty 20.
Okay, so Aster, this is what you know about the Astral Sea. That it is there are many planes. You're looking into the plane of Earth right here, and that's what you see into. The Astral Sea is a different plane. It's not a sea, it's more of a... Explaining the Astral Sea is hard, and it's going to be hard for you to explain to your friends. I'm going to try to find a good explanation.
That is if I choose to tell.
If you choose to tell your friends.
I could just be like, I don't know, guys.
It is described as a barren place of other dimensional nothingness extending in all directions. A little solid substance that floated in the bright gray void was typically chunks of matter broken from the original plane. The Astral Sea is where a lot of weird stuff comes from, just FYI. It's just like this weird big void that things just kind of float in.
Aster, I noticed that you seem to recognize this word. Does it mean something?
Well, it has my name in it.
Oh.
Astral, Astra, or Aster. It's very close. I liked that. I have family in Feywild. That's nowhere near your plane, but that's nice.
Okay.
You seem nice. He's just giving us information. I don't know what you people
are
scared of.
So this mistress has sent you here to do what exactly?
I am tracking a creature that is causing disturbances within the Astral Sea, creating... And he looks over at the portal and just goes, these.
Oh, that's good. We are trying to locate these portals. So you say that you know where, what is creating them?
I do.
Excellent. Will you be sharing this with us?
And I have tracked the creature here. This does seem to be the origin of the issue. Or at least this planet. Planet?
You guys have noticed...
Yeah. Like, as if he isn't sure.
Yeah, there is solid around you. There's dirt and trees and all this stuff. You guys notice that Robin, who would normally be right up in this, has not come up. Robin has been kind of eerily quiet. Robin is sketching this new person from the back of Pan. And you guys see out of the portal something red and pink come out. It wraps around Pan's midsection and into the portal. Robin and Pan are pulled.
No!
Yeah! I would like to leap in after.
That's unfortunate.
I am going to grab Whistler, and I've got the stone. And so, I pull the stone, the speaking stone that Robin gave me at the beginning, because Robin was so insistent on going through this portal, and I wasn't going to let them. And they gave me this speaking stone to keep in touch with them, and I circle it, and I'm trying to speak into it. Robin, where are you? Are you okay?
You hear back.
I'm just trying to run in again. Just trying to break free.
Okay, do I have to grapple?
You might, if Whistler is going for it, you might have to pull Whistler out.
Things are very black and white for her when it comes to helping people.
I will say, as all this happened, like, Aster watched Robin just get pulled in, went, that's unfortunate, and then, like, watched Whistler. That is also unfortunate. And it's like, I'm not gonna try and help this time. I'm weak as shit.
I am going to throw the rope back in, since we were literally just holding it after having thrown the incense in.
Okay. And Zareth, you see all of these people all of a sudden scramble right at the beginning of the portal as two of their party members, some sort of weird animatronic wooden creature and a tiny little cat person, are pulled into this black void. The avian, whose name you still do not know, tries to go in. The half-orc stops her, and you see one of the elves throw in a rope. Finland, you throw in the rope.
Yes.
What are you
throw the
rope? Okay, it's in there.
Excellent. I'm trying to sort of get, like, throw a decent amount and kind of up high and whatever, because I'm assuming that they might be near the entrance, and if either Pan or Robin could get a hold of it, maybe we might be able to get them back.
Okay, what were you saying, Zareth? Okay, I'll resolve that in just a second.
I would like to use an Arcana check to try and close the portal.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
It's my first instinct.
This seems awfully merciless.
I rolled a 17. Try and close the portal.
Okay, unfortunately, you do not have any of the required skill sets to close this particular portal. You don't have any of the spells that would be needed to basically shut it off. You would know the spells needed, you just don't have them.
Am I able to tell that that's what he's doing?
No.
Or am I just distracted by Whistler and the stench trying to scream into the stone?
You are distracted by everything, because what you do is you look over at Zareth, who is just he's not, like, he's just looking at the portal and, like, examining it right now. He's not pulling out any pieces. He's just looking to see what's up. He's not actively, like, trying to do something. He's just looking at it like all of you are.
Is anybody does the rope move at all?
Would that give me any information?
The same information that the other players already have. As you look in and you see this vast plane of dirt and rock and crystals, that this is in fact a different plane of existence. It is not the astral sea. It is not the prime material. It is some plane of earth. So Finland, you throw the rope in. You throw the rope in. If you try to pull back, the rope comes back by itself.
Well, this is not ideal. Jack, take this end, and I start tying the rope around myself.
So Whistler's still trying to go in.
What if we send in Whistler? Because
send in Whistler.
I say sure, and I grab Whistler, and once I have a good solid knot, I'm gonna go through and I'll take Whistler with me. just arm, like wing and arm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sort of like, you're tied around, you just start jogging. And as you do, you just grab Whistler, and Whistler just starts jogging right along with you. And you guys, 1, 2, 3, poof, and you leap into a different plane of existence.
Where we promptly
as you were there.
Out.
You do not pass out.
I was about
you
to say,
do not pass out. This is not hell.
Because I read up about other planes, so I was like, I know the Feywild's different.
So you guys are not passing into hell, so there is no Constitution check to pass into this other plane of existence. And again, if you guys can mute yourselves if you're not speaking, that would be fantastic for me. So Whistler and Finland, you find yourself, I'm going to switch over to a new map for these two people. Oop, that's the wrong one. You find yourself, just the two of you, because you're the ones who leapt in. Everybody else is just back here. I'll just bring you guys in later if you decide to come in. You are in between, you're in this like vast, again, earthen realm where you're kind of in this cavern, like this canyon. And up the sides are these huge walls, and they're not sheer cliffs. There are some like hills that are turned on their side and coming out one direction. They're going like all these different directions. As you look into the distance, you see like some large sort of crystalline spires. So made out of like something natural. They're not worked. Like I said last time, everything in here is just sort of natural. And they're these weird like earthen shapes. And these cliff walls go up for hundreds, 400, 500 feet. You basically can't see where the top goes. And that's where you guys are. If you guys would both like, you can make a survival check.
Big 7 for Whistler.
9.
Okay. So what you guys see as you come in, you're kind of befuddled and you're like, and it's a little bit hot. It's that dry kind of deserty heat. And you look around and your survival checks, the ground that you're walking on is a hard, dry earth. And you're just like, you don't see any evidence of Robin or Pan anywhere.
Like not even footprints, nothing.
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to make the executive decision that it's going to be like we're going to need more than just us then. So I'm going to grab the rope and I'm going to give it 3 really hard tugs, assuming that Jack's going to understand that is clearly me and clearly a message. Also,
so Jack, you are holding the rope.
I received the, I feel the really hard rope, the really hard tugs. And I'm going to do 2 quick, like not really hard, just like 2 quick, like, hey, are you asking me to pull you back, or are you asking me to come in? Like just like basically, it's an inquisitive couple of tugs.
Yeah, I'm going to exactly like Simon says it back.
Okay. I'm going to interpret that as they want us in there. And so I turn to Bastet and Aster and I just go, we gotta go. We gotta go in. They're okay.
It's fine.
They're okay. But we can't leave Robin.
It's so muddy over there, though.
I know, but this is Robin, and Robin would do the same for us, and you know that.
I guess.
So, Captain Zareth, what is your experience with going in and out of these portals?
Into them, he looks, people is just like the last thing that he would think of.
Okay.
The domain of Earth is odd. You may not end up where your friends are. If you have a hold on them with the rope, pull them to you. Others are They are there or they are not.
What if
save them or die
what if
with
we're
them?
holding on to the rope? What if as we're going through, we hold on to the rope and would we end up in the same place as our friends on the other side?
You did last time when you jumped in the portal to hell.
He said.
So if the portal to the plane of Earth is like the portal to the plane of hell, you guys all end up in the same place.
Okay.
Okay.
Jack, I'll hold on to the rope and you go in. If you can see Robin.
No, I can't take the risk that we'll end up in 3 different places. And so I take the rope and I give it like just one hard tug before I start dragging it backwards. Like you get one
I
warning.
look at Whistler and I'm like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Finland is starting to be yanked back through the portal because so Whistler just waves at you.
I can't be trusted. I'm sorry.
It's true. Okay, am I back in the prime material plane?
Yes, you are at this point because you have been yanked back through to the prime material.
If I were to yell into the portal, would Whistler hear me?
Make a performance check. If you try to yell into the plane.
I'm going to yell into the plane, going like, Whistler, get your ass over here now. Oh no.
Is it like Whistler Marie?
14.
I don't know what your middle name would be.
It's just one name.
Unfortunately, sound does not travel through the portals the same as physical objects. And Whistler, you hear woo.
We need to get back. We need to go very quickly. Whistler is there, but we have no idea where Robin and Pan are. There's no sign of them anywhere, but it is safe. We did not pass out. We can breathe, but if we are going to find Robin and Pan, we need all of us. I suppose, Captain, you should come too, since you clearly know these liminal doorways. And I start heading back.
I'm going to turn. I'm going to turn to this new guy, and I'm just gonna look at him and like just be like, please, we need all the help we can get. I need her back.
I will help you if you help me.
Of course, new friend, I got you.
Okay, my fellow paladin.
Then Gareth confidently walks into the portal.
Your new. What does boss head say?
A paladin will get their fellow paladin. They just need some, risk assessment first before jumping in. But we're not against our group and reunited.
All right, so everybody else, you see Whistler, Finland comes back, and then Finland is followed by this new person that you met, this Black Dragonborn, and then Bastet and Jack and Aster. So you guys all kind of, and none of you pass out, unlike the plane to hell. It's not as hot as hell. It's the dry heat, and you guys see Whistler who's still kind of going.
It's not so much the heat as the humidity that'll kill you.
2 questions. Well, 1 question and 1 comment. After Finland left, could I make like an insight check to see if I have an idea of like, okay, if she was pulled through here, there are no tracks, what's the most likely?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
I'd also like to do an investigation, much the same result.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check. Whistler, what'd you get?
Dirty 20 on insight.
Okay, you know that Finland and Jack have a shorthand because they've known each other since they were very small. So you figure that all of this tugging that Finland was doing is a sign, and then Finland just comes right back in.
No.
So,
I meant Pan. Pan and Robin.
Okay. You. Let's hear what Xerath's investigation check is.
23.
Okay, 23. You spent because you're a little bit longer, Whistler. So you're like waving at Finland, and you turn around and look. And like I said, it's a very dry heat, and the earth is kind of like a dry, cracked earth. And you both of you barely see some tracks going this direction, further into the canyon, further down.
None of this is grass.
None of this is grass. But you see tracks. I'm going to draw a shape going this. Nope, that's not the shape I wanted to draw. I wanted a line. You see it. Tracks going this direction. So,
Sarah.
Yes.
The crystalline structures. Is there anything in here that looks like the meteor that came through?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation, or can I do a insight check?
Nope. Investigation.
Okay. Thank you. 19. I got a nat 20. It was a nat 20, right. And I've got a -1.
Okay, so with that, you know that none of the structures that you see, all of the dirt that you see, the meteor that came through was that black sort of lava rock. Everything that you see that is around you is dark brown and red and like that muddy earth. And the crystalline structures that you see, and even like the glinting of the shining that you see at the distance as well, and like on either sides, like going through the canyon, the crystalline structures are like tall and like red and white and blue and like clear crystals, and the glinting that you see is like it would be more like a copper or an iron ore. You do not see any of the black sort of volcanic rock that the meteor was.
Cool.
And it's dusty
then Whistler, did you say anything about like the footprints?
I would have as I just kind of, none of this is grass, I would have pointed to them.
Okay.
I'm
going to try and call for Robin through the speaking stone again.
You get no response.
Okay.
That is not ideal.
As Robin was our in-house sketcher, Bastet has now sketched what this little thing looks like, with us being like.
All right, Xerath, you were going to say something?
Yes. So I say to the orc, who I don't know the name of yet, is this connected to your friend?
It's supposed to be. Did you say you don't know my name yet, or did you just?
The only people that have been Aster and Finland. Everybody else,
I was wondering if you had mentioned out loud that you don't know my name yet. Okay, cool.
Nope, he just looks to you and speaks to you.
Yeah, I'm in a panic, and I'm not thinking about being nice.
I'd like to.
Let me see if I can. He reaches his hand out for the speaking stone. Let me see if I can't find them. And he pulls out his compass again.
I would like to pick up the trail that Whistler pointed out and start trying to basically extrapolate it and see if I can get further down.
Make a survival check.
While she's doing that, Whistler is just gonna start blindly following these footprints.
16.
Okay.
Can I? Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say I can support
Finland,
you.
I don't need your help.
as you're looking, these are 4 legs. These tracks that you see. So and the tracks are too big, and you know what Pan's tracks look like by now. These tracks are too big to be Pan's tracks, and they have 3 toes.
Well, these
thing has 3 toes.
Feet that Whistler has found, they do not look like Pan's feet. They are like lizard feet or something with three toes. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem like something with tentacles, maybe. But I say they're the only feet that we have found. So these feet are the feet that we should follow.
Follow the feet.
I look at Zareth and I'm just like, I look at the stone and I'm just like, here.
To the DM, I have
yes.
Navigation tools, and because I'm a captain of a ship and I sail in the astral sea, I have magical navigators tools. What I'd like to do is see if I can't use those tools on this plane to figure out if the stone is working and we just can't hear them, or if of the magical item to track where it is on the other side. So like trying to.
Okay. Yeah. So you take what you have to do is like take your navigator's tools and then you place the sending stone kind of on top of it, like on top of your compass, and you guys notice the compass starts spinning and spinning and spinning, and it points a little bit. It starts pointing in where Zareth is. It starts pointing in this direction, aka going into the cliff.
Is that the same direction as the footsteps?
The footprint, yes.
Let's go.
I'm gone.
I start heading that way, but I look at the orc and just and with kind of an inquisitive look, like, why do you care so much?
Yeah, Jack, why do you care?
Yeah, it's the question we've all been wondering.
Are we gonna?
And by the way, David, you do have control over your token in Roll20, so you can move him as you wish.
Ooh, let's see if I can't figure that out.
And
here we go.
Jack just says, "Leave no man behind."
That wasn't the answer we all wanted.
Finland is totally gonna like give me the side eye and be like,
Bastet goes.
Nobody believes you, Jack. I didn't even have him roll insight checks. You didn't even roll deception. No, straight up. Nobody believes you.
Stop running so fast.
Does Zareth believe me? Because that's all I need.
Yeah, Zareth. Yeah, do you believe her?
I have a +7 insight. Should I roll it?
Sure, go for it.
14.
Do you want to roll a deception check or just a persuasion check, Jack? It's up to you.
We're gonna do persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a 6.
Yeah. So Zareth, you know she's not telling the truth, but you don't know what the real answer is. You know it's partial, like it's a half truth, like it is partially leave no person behind, but there's something else there. There's like a layer underneath, and you're like,
So
this may be something I can use later.
yeah.
I keep picturing, because Whistler's just like trucking down this canyon, that Whistler's like going really fast and like singing all the Minotaur like marching chants, but really quickly.
Yes.
And Aster's just like, Jesus, God damn it, Whistler.
So you guys follow. I'm just going to use because this is one of the maps actually that I created on Incarnate. Thank you, Incarnate, for making my life easier. So you guys continue walking, and Zareth, you have your compass with the sending stone on top. So that's that connection to Robin. And as you guys continue walking down, it's like 10-15 minutes, and the compass, it's like going straight, and then it starts turning, and it starts turning, and it starts turning, and it starts turning, and it's almost going, it's at this point, it's at like a 60-degree angle from where you guys are. So somehow Robin got into the cliff.
Is there an obvious opening or like stairs or anything?
How tall is the cliff?
I have a passive perception of 22. Does that give me anything?
Yes, we'll get there in just a second. Asher, what were you going to say?
Apparently some people have perceptions.
Is the cliff?
The cliff itself
Somebody
is...
took a feet.
Yeah.
What?
Somebody... Spoiler alert, somebody's also a higher level than all of you. The cliff itself is 400 to 500 feet tall. That you can tell.
And there's no like crevices or like carved.
As Zareth is the one who is holding the compass, as you start walking, you do start seeing, because these these cliffs are like I said, like dark brown earth and like red mud and red clay, and there'll be like streaks of white every once in a while. You do kind of see like a darker spot coming up to what would be to your right.
Yes, look at it.
I'm gonna detect magic in the area.
Okay, you cast detect magic. 30 feet. The 30 feet around you. There's some faint magical energies, but it's all and they kind of like move around. You imagine that these are very, very small, minute magical creatures that live in the rock. But there's no like massive magical energy. It's not like there's like a lodestone or anything nearby.
We'll keep moving whichever direction, I guess, there's compasses.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys see kind of a dark spot coming up to your right. It looks like it might be an entrance to something.
I approach it cautiously and observantly. And does anyone detect anything that I should be aware of before I get too close?
I do the opposite of that.
You run? Shocker.
Full Wile E. Coyote.
Shocker, I tell you.
This is my best
Whistler,
friend,
do you have dark
everyone.
vision?
No. Whistler doesn't.
Whistler does not have dark vision. Whistler, you run, and if we're gonna Wile E. Coyote this, you start running, and you have run so fast that takes you about, if it's like cartoon Wile E. Coyote, he ran off the edge of the cliff, stops, realizes that he has run off the edge of the cliff, and then looks down and falls. So Whistler just into the black runs. Yeah, there's like a Wilhelm scream. Whistler runs and is running so fast she does not realize that her feet are not touching the ground, and she falls about 10 feet down into the blackness. And Whistler, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall onto the ground.
As I hover in the air, I would like to take 3 seconds to scribble out a help sign and hold it up.
Also,
as the only person in the party with wings.
Kinku can't fly.
Work. They're aesthetic. I'm not an Aarakocra.
So I was basically right behind Whistler the whole time. So
yeah,
but I didn't run. So as I see Whistler go that way, I just stand on the edge and go, God damn it.
God damn it.
Can we
Are
tell
you okay, Whistler?
It is?
Yeah, and so what happened because Whistler ran in. Whistler, you run in. So if you guys follow Whistler's lead, but not running, for everybody that has dark vision, which should be everybody else, walks in. It goes about 30 feet, and then there is a pretty steep 10-foot incline. And you guys look down, and there's Whistler just like laying on the ground.
I just want to say, I really love that the token person without dark vision is not a human in this campaign.
Yes. I look at Whistler and I yell, "Hey Whistler, are you okay?"
Whistler, okay.
Awesome. So wait, is it an incline? Or
Yeah,
an decline?
You see her get up and sort of dust off.
Is there anything down there, or should we bring you up?
Whistler doesn't know. She can't see.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to. Is it an incline or is it a cliff or is it a sheer cliff face?
It's like it's what would be like an 89-degree sheer cliff face.
Oh,
there's barely any incline. You guys, if you would like to use rope to climb down, or just make an athletics check or an acrobatics check to jump down, you can do that.
I do that.
Yes,
I do that.
I'm going to do an athletics check.
Basta just goes with her claws out. And this area that you're in, it's a little bit softer earth, so it's easier for you to get your claws in, Basta, and you just take the 5 feet, you take the 10 feet down very, very easy.
It feels like because the humidity isn't here, and so she's really loving it. She's like, oh, this feels like home. So she just like slides on down, is like, sees Whistler and is like, are you okay? And tries to see if there's anything else.
Like real quiet, like a cat too, and little like in your face. You I got a 22.
Oh.
22.
12.
While they're doing this,
okay.
I want to light a torch.
Okay. So, Whistler lights a torch.
I'm still on the cliff.
You are,
but I don't want to do any of that shit.
Jack and Zareth, are you jumping down, or are you standing on top of the cliff face next to Aster? Or are you coming down?
What is down the only way to go, or are there other paths?
Make a perception check.
Can I keep my passive 22?
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you just kind of look around and you realize that yes, down is the only way to go. The only way to go is down this kind of tunnel area.
Okay, I hop down.
Okay, make an athletics check real quick. Athletics or acrobatics?
He chose down.
He chose down?
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, Zareth very easily hops down, lands. You know, very impressive. You guys
not as nimbly as me. I did it.
No, not as nimbly as Aster.
More pizzazz.
Oh,
he lands with more of a thud than you do. Like his is more of a thuddy landing. Yours is a very acrobatic, like tiptoe landing.
Well, Aster's gonna have the best landing because I'm gonna cast Misty Step and just disappear and reappear at the bottom.
Shut up!
Jack butt slid her way down.
Yeah, Jack was doing the like.
Whistler.
So,
Oh
okay.
no, full on, not careful butt slide. Just like nope, I'm just sliding on my butt all the way down.
The Aster, you just see Aster like get covered in mist, and then the mist disappears, and then like right next to Whistler, the mist reappears, and I'm there. Fashion.
So Whistler, you look over, and yeah, Aster just goes fashion.
She's like been shot by multiple people at these times. Fashion?
I am the coolest person here.
Yes.
Okay.
So Whistler, now you can see, because you now have a torch, and everybody else can see, and you see this long, dark tunnel in front of you. This place just seems to be, it says it's the Earth plane, but it seems to be the plane of tunnels so far. You don't know what's up with this.
Secret tunnel.
That is what Aster will start playing on the lute. It just came, it came to me in the dream.
Okay, I walk a little.
I think Boston
into the tunnel, kind of exploring anything. Oh,
okay, and Boston
pebbles or anything I can throw.
Yes, you can pick one up. Bossette was trying to say something, though. Alyssa was trying to say something.
I just want to ask if the small magic is all around here too, like, or is there a more?
Yeah, you can still feel. Nope, you don't feel anything concentrated. It's just like some sort of small creatures, like very, very tiny, minuscule creatures, are like moving around in the rocks, and they're slightly magical. But you don't think what's there's no like big thing of magical energy.
Yeah.
Okay, Finland, you pick up a few rocks and pebbles, very easy to do in the plane of Earth. You have them in your hand. What would you like to do with them?
I want to kind of like chuck them as hard as I can, kind of get an idea of the length and depth of this thing.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
27.
You take a handful and you just...
I was at 20.
Your papu would be very proud. And you breathe and then you throw and you hear... And in the distance, you hear like a clattering of all of them falling. You threw them down. They landed maybe 100 or 220 feet ahead. Like a roll.
I'm so glad that I wasted my nat 20 on chucking rocks. It seems like a very long tunnel, but throwing the rocks doesn't seem to have made any extra noises like creatures or anything. So, but after recent events, everybody keep your eyes up. Not you, Whistler, but you just stay close to Aster.
I just like point to my torch, like don't say anything, but just kind of a come on. And I just mutter, wait, what was the phrase?
Who is Whistler adjacent now?
It's always me.
I just mutter, pull a Whistler.
Don't forget your caution. Always have that out as well.
Excellent. All right. So
I start looking at myself like, is my caution out? Oh.
Is my caution out? I start heading down the tunnel.
So you're walking. As you're walking, it gets wetter. It's starting to get wetter and wetter. You guys realize you're on a little subtle incline, so you're getting like deeper into like where there might be a source of water or something nearby, and like a lot of caves where even in the earth plane there is water. Surprise.
And it's very muddy up here.
Well, it's not muddy. It's just kind of like it's because this is more of like a stone, not like dirt, like where you're walking into. So it's like the water is like seeping through the stone. So it's just like when you're in a cave, when you're in a cave
and stuff. Okay,
cave
exactly.
Kisses.
Starting to like cast. Yeah.
Do you have an umbrella?
No. Wish.
Get Robin to make you one. When you find Robin. So you guys are walking 120 feet and it's eerily quiet down here. It's just, you guys can hear your own breathing, your own footsteps. And you just like whatever kind of boots you have if you're going stealthily or whatever. And so as you're walking, I'm going to move you to a new map. Finally, you get to a point where you see a larger opening. The end of this tunnel, so you see this kind of cavern area, and you guys were like, we just were in a cavern, what the heck? And for those of you that can see, this is what you can see so far. It does seem to open up out of this like 15-foot wide tunnel into a wider cavern at this point. Everybody who would like to can make a perception check.
14.
Or will my passive be okay?
Yeah, pass is fine. 22.
13.
Fun.
Oh no.
18.
Maybe
what was that,
Whistler
Jack?
shouldn't stay near me.
Do you even know we're underground?
It's fine.
I got a
Whistler
13.
18.
Too busy singing
Okay,
Secret Tunnel.
Whistler. Yeah, Whistler, what did you get?
18.
Okay, so if you got a 15 or higher, you can hear further in this direction.
I imitate those sounds and I point toward it.
What is this?
I take off where Whistler's pointing.
Same.
If you both take off, I take off after you. And I grab Aster.
We're just a bunch of himbos here.
Rushing in. As you guys run in, you see Pan and Robin on the far side of the cavern, and it kind of looks like Robin has some sort of weird mucusy something covering their mouth, and they're going and they're like trying to point, but they can't because they're held by something.
Does it seem safe to approach, or
make a perception check?
That's all we're doing. Living underground and receiving. 19.
Dirty 20.
Okay, Bostet and Finland. Bostet and Finland, as Whistler approaches, you guys realize that it is probably Robin is trying to tell you something. Robin is trying to say something to you and point at something. Whistler, himbo that she is.
I was too busy writing stuff.
As Aster reaches out, Whistler's cape, armor, just barely passes by. And she's like, "Oh, that's my friend. Gotta go save her."
Things are very black and white for Whistler.
Whistler,
and Robin's going like this. She's going. They're going. And as you run forward, Whistler, I will say you guys have, as you run forward, up from underneath the ground. So last time you got, it came from above. This time it's coming from below, as from underneath you, underneath the earth. You guys that are not Whistlers see the earth start rising, and you see this large quadrupedal scaled creature made of rock. It is in fact some sort of a lizard creature made out of rock, and it is molded into the ground with earth, with like mold earth, and it has come back up, and it is very dark brown, and it looks like dirt, and now Whistler is essentially on top of it. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Hello everybody, it's me, Annika, back with everybody's favorite break to these episodes. We got all of our we got all of our stuff done at the beginning, as you guys heard. I'm just here to give you guys like a little break, stretch, do whatever you need to do before we get back into it and start battling that monster. So first off, our Patreon session 0 will be dropping this Friday, November 20th. So if you're not a patron, you better go become one. All you need to do is become a $3 patron, and you'll get access to this month's one-shot, and if you keep subscribing, you'll get access to all of our one-shots in the future. Then, our actual one-shot for this month, the Soft Animal one-shot, will be going up on the 27th, so next Friday. Session 0 will be this Friday, next Friday will be the actual episode. And again, only patrons can have access to that. If you're not a patron, you won't get access to it. I really want everybody to see it, so all you have to do is donate $3 a month to be able to see our one-shots. It's really cool. Now let's get on to shoutouts. We do have one Ko-fi shoutout from John B, who said, "Y'all are awesome, love the show." You're awesome, and we really think we love you, honestly. You're really cool, and we're really excited to that you support us so much. And then we'll do our Patreon shoutouts. So we have 4 patrons. A big thank you to Adam Eiler, Helen Gore, Laird, Claudia Dranowski, and John B. Thank you guys so much for being top tier patrons. We really appreciate all of your support. One other small announcement. I realized we haven't actually been advertising this, but we do have a Facebook group now for YAAS. It'll be YAAS party members, I believe it is, or Your Average Adventuring Show party members Facebook group, I believe is what it is. The link will be down below, where you guys can like post anything you want that you think is related to the show, anything like that you think would be relevant to the show, like memes or something, you can post them there and we'll all see it, and we can reshare anything from the group onto our page, which we will definitely be doing as well. So yeah, link to our Facebook group will be down below along with all of our other links. The next episode of this show, the Emerald Wield that we are doing, goes up on December 12th. We haven't filmed it yet, but I'm very excited to do it because it'll be fun. We will be ending this arc at the end of December as well due to some scheduling conflicts with myself and Tanya, because we work at a Renaissance Festival, and as of right now that Renaissance Festival is still opening with COVID. If it doesn't open, then we will most likely continue doing this story, but we will be ending this arc of the Emerald Wield at the end of December because of scheduling conflicts. But once all of that is over, we are definitely going to be picking up the story again for you guys. I really enjoy being in it, and I'm sad that I won't be able to be in it if Sherwood does happen. But if it doesn't, then this is irrelevant. I'll keep you guys updated with that. I am excited to see what you guys think about the rest of the show today. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
It's a salamander.
Great.
Ooh. All right.
I got a natural 20
anybody
at
roll?
22.
Okay, I was about to ask. So we got a natural 20. All right. All right. So David, I don't know if you know this. The way I work nat 20s on initiative is you get 2 full rounds before everybody else. So you get a round before everybody else, and then you take your round in the natural order. So if somebody does you got a 22 naturally, so you'll take your natural 20 round, and if somebody got over a 22, they will go, and then you will go. But you get to go like right off the bat. Did anybody get above a 22? No. Okay, so you're going to take 2 rounds right after each other. Okay. But did anybody else get above a 20? So like a 20 or a 21? Between a 15 and a 20. All right, Aster. No? Jack?
I lied. I don't know how to count.
What'd you get? Okay.
15.
And what'd you get, Whistler?
16.
Okay. Between a 10 and a 15.
Now that's me.
Okay. What'd you get?
13.
What'd you get, Finland?
13.
Okay, I think Finland's dex is higher. What did you get? What did you get, Bastet?
I rolled a 1, so I got 3.
Oh no, Basset's going last. Okay, so you get your full action, movement, and bonus action, Zareth. You are the first one as you see the raw earth sort of like come up and form into a creature, and it is in fact huge. So yeah, Zareth, so you get your full movement, action, and bonus action. You see this huge rock lizard just come out of the ground. What would you like to do?
Okay.
I mean, first I say eat.
I am going to move forward 30 feet.
Okay,
drawing my sword as I do.
Okay, you can get to about right here next to Aster.
Okay, pull me back to 10 feet. I want to be close, but not that close. And Aster's the little creature that is currently on top of it.
Oh no, I'm the pink one.
No, that's Whistler.
I am bright.
So, yeah, Aster is the really colorful one. Whistler is the Kinku who is on top of the creature.
This is me.
Okay.
Whistler's the idiot.
So there's a creature. There's a creature on top. Yes.
Roughly, like she's not going to be like directly on top, but she's going to be like right next to it. Essentially, she's kind of She's like right here, right next to it.
I speak a very, very. I shout in Draconic, and who's on top of the?
It's Whistler. It's the Kinku right here.
Okay. Whistler, you are now hasted. You have a +2 to your AC. You have double movement, and you get an additional attack during the attack action. I like to keep my minions well enhanced.
So Whistler, as this new person, that's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, as this new person yells out something in Draconic, all of a sudden, Whistler, feel faster. Your heart, it already beats pretty quickly. Your heart's beating a little faster. You feel your blood pumping. You've never felt this before. You're like, I can go faster than everything. And then Zareth, you also have a new, because that was your natural 20 round. Now we are starting the initiative order. So you have your movement, bonus action, and action to start.
I will step up to the creature. And I will you cannot get there. You can move 30 feet, so you can get pretty close. You can get like right there. Oh.
Each square is 5 feet.
Okay.
So you can make it to like there.
Okay, that's fine. I have more than one way to deal damage. I'll point my sword out and my fire cantrip. I don't know why it escapes me right now.
Firebolt. Firebolt.
Firebolt. Yep.
Yeah. Firebolt.
Cool.
Yep. Roll d20. Add your spell attack.
14 versus AC.
Does not hit.
Okay. Cool.
Even this close. I say it does hit it, but this thing is made out of natural rock, and you realize the fire just kind of pops off of it.
Pings off of it. Okay. Yep. Well, I have cast 2 spells and moved closer. I'm feeling good about this situation.
All right, Whistler, you are next. You feel your blood is pumping. You see your friend there with this thing, yeah.
Just fully shouting with excitement. Battle axe out. Just yeah. First, I'll just take a whack at it.
Okay.
Ooh, 24 to hit.
That hits.
But that's the wrong die. Sorry, I looked at the wrong thing. Jesus. 5 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack again. Do I gather if it's like on mechanical level?
And this your axe is your axe slashing damage? Yeah, your axe should be slashing damage. It is not resistant to the slashing damage, no.
Cool. I will hit it again. That's like a 23.
Yep, that hits.
For 4 damage.
Okay. So you start just like, ha! Like whacking at it with your axe, and chips of rock are kind of breaking off of this thing. Are you going to move, or are you going to stay where you are?
Oh, I'm staying right here. Actually,
all right. Whistler's
no,
yes.
I will just move behind it, so I'm not getting out of range of it.
Okay. Jack, you are next.
So I'm going to. I can't find the little measuring tool, so I think like. This is right at 30 feet. Not sure.
Yeah, you're good. That's less. It's like 25. So yeah, you're good.
Yeah. And so I'm going to go after it with my longsword.
Okay.
And I do have my shield out.
Okay, cool. So this is gonna be one-handed.
Yeah. And it did not hit.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna do anything else? Bonus action? Or are you just gonna stay where you are?
Let me see. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and use the precision attack and I'm lucky. I'm lucky. That's right. I'm lucky, and so I'm going to try again.
Okay, go for it.
There we go. No, so that was a whole 9. No. So, I am just, yeah, that's all I've got for now.
Okay, cool. Finland, it is your turn.
I am grab my axe. I logo to monopathy. I take a run, like a just super stride running start. I use my ring of jumping, which will take me 54 feet, which actually should take me to on top of the lizard.
It will take 30 feet. Well, if you jump 30 feet, you can jump on top of the lizard. Yeah,
that's well within my jump range. Yes. And I'm going to swing my great axe.
Down, I'm assuming. As you land.
Yes. 21.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. So let me grab the correct die. 12. And then I'd like to do my extra attack. Swinging down again.
Okay. Let me do math. Okay.
17.
That is its armor class. Its AC is 17. So yeah, you just hit.
All right.
It's a natural trait. It's made of rock.
It's rock. It's fair.
I was about to say, I had myself muted, but I said damn rock monsters.
Damn.
Yes.
Grignac. It's
let's see how many pop culture references we can get into one episode, you guys.
I totally just blinked. 16.
Okay. Next up is Aster.
I was about to say, you guys are gonna kill this before I get to anything.
Oh no, they're not.
Okay, I was like, cause it's happened and I've cried. Okay, I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
This Aster, if you look at this thing, it looks pretty hardy.
Yeah. So I'm going to take out a shard of glass for my Cloud of Daggers, throw it over there, use my loot to like make it puff into the daggers. And that will stay there, and then I'm going to give inspiration to Whistler.
Okay, so this thing at the beginning of its next turn or your next turn, it takes damage?
Its turn. And the cloud will be right there.
Cool. Yes, Whistler, it's a D6 still. Cool. So there's a cloud of daggers on the lizard, and it is its turn. So does it make I forgot again. Does it make a saving throw?
It just the damage is done to it. So.
Okay, go do the damage.
13 points of damage.
Okay, is that psychic damage?
Slashing.
Okay, good. Still not resistant. Okay. It is the lizard's turn. It is going to open its mouth and go, and something comes out of it. Jack, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 14.
Jack, so this thing spits that same mucus that you kind of see that's on Robin's mouth, and it's actually on Robin's whole face. Like Robin's having a hard time seeing as well. And it comes up to your face and it lands, and you just kind of go, "Wah!" Like real quickly, you're able to like rip it off of your face. And you realize that that's part of this creature's, one of its things to help incapacitate its prey is to make them not see and talk. But it does, that's its special thing, but it does have one bite attack. So it is going to also attack you again, Jack. That is a 25 to hit.
Ow!
You take...
Now, real quick, since it has someone directly behind it and on top of it, does it have disadvantage?
No, it's a huge creature.
Okay.
It's a huge creature. Yeah, it's a huge creature, and Finland's medium, so it could very easily just take another person on top of it with no problem. No, you take 10 bludgeoning damage, as this thing doesn't actually really have teeth. It just has these big, powerful bludgeoning, like jaws that like clamp down on you and crush you. Yes. Ow. Bastet, it is your turn.
I'm going to use, in the bonus back there, I think I'm going to use my movement to dash.
Okay. If you use your 60 feet of movement to dash, you can get right to the creature, right here.
Can I
right here, I think.
Can I hit it with my scimitar? If I dash?
Not if you use your action. No, because your dash is your action. So your movement is moving, and you have a bonus action though.
I have no idea what any of my bonus actions are. So,
okay. So we'll go back to the top to Zareth.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I walk up to the beast. I'm about 10 feet from it, right?
Yeah, you have moved up to it. You're right next to it. You're 5 feet from it. You just kind of like scoot around Bosket.
Okay. I take my longsword in both hands. I speak the draconic word for fire, and my sword lights up. And I'm about to give it the business. Do you need fire damage and slashing damage separately?
First, let's see if you hit. And we'll see what.
Not with that 12.
Oh, does not hit. No.
Not with that 14. Lol.
14 does not hit. So what's happening is you've got this fiery sword and you're just hacking at this creature, and for some reason your sword just isn't cutting into this rock. You don't know what's going on.
No foul.
Yep. Whistler, it is your turn. Oh, Whistler, it is your turn. Don't forget, you are hasted and you have bardic inspiration. So.
All right. I am going to. This definitely doesn't strike me as a fiend, right?
No.
Okay. I am going to swing at it.
Not many fiends on the elemental planet Earth.
I figured, but she's very dumb. So, yeah, I'm gonna swing at it. Ooh. I'm gonna use my inspiration to see if I can actually hit. And I do. Do I?
Okay.
Yes.
What'd you get?
That's 17.
Yes, that is his armor class. Woohoo! Bardic inspiration!
Thank you. Now I'm going to use my last spell slot and dump a divine smite into it.
Okay. So it doesn't get the extra, but it doesn't get the extra from divine smite, but it does get the extra.
Hey! Rabbit is like intent on slowly chewing my carpet while I'm busy. So very quickly, 3d8. 20 damage.
Ooh, wow. You see Whistler takes her axe up, and as Ari tries to get Helen to stop chewing carpet.
She's literally in the eye and just like, stop it! Carry on.
Whistler takes her axe up and just like yells a little bit and slams her axe down and cleaves into this rock with this divine smite and takes a pretty an actual large chunk of rock comes out of this creature. Do not forget you have another attack because you are hasted.
That's why I just had to go scare her. I will attack again. Yeah, 19. Okay. And I will just attack it regularly.
This is why I play wizards.
I appreciate it a lot. That was only 3 damage, though.
Okay. Jack. Yes, Jack, it is your turn.
All right. So I am going to just keep trying to also... that I'm angry. It hurt me. I'm not happy about it, so I'm going to swing at it with my longsword, one-handed. I am going to add a precision die on this one. And no, I'm going to try and be lucky again, because that's just sad. All right, so that is a 19.
Yes, that hits.
Yes. And so D8. Yay. So then 7 slashing damage.
Okay. Slashing. Okay. Yeah. The only thing I need to know is if you guys are doing piercing damage to it. If you do piercing damage, I need to know because that's what it's resistant to. So let me know.
I don't have my bow out.
So all of you guys have done slashing damage so far. So we're good.
I left my javelin on the fire truck.
Jack, would you like to do anything else, or are you going to stay right there?
No, I am going to go ahead and do an action surge as well, and I'm going to try and whack at it again.
Okay.
And that does not hit. That does not reach 17.
Okay. Finland, it's your turn.
All right. I am assuming that I have managed to sort of cowboy this thing, and I'm still on top.
Make a dexterity saving throw real quick, actually.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
17.
Yeah, you stay on top.
Okay. All right, attacking. 18. That just barely
hits.
Okay. 10. And then I'm going to action surge and hit it again.
Okay.
I'm very angry at this thing. I'm taking out all my frustration of having to be underground for like a whole friggin' day. 20. Even. Dirty though.
Damage? Okay.
And 8.
Okay. Next up is Aster.
Oh, no, the whip will do more damage. And maybe I could hit it with mockery. 19 to hit.
Yes, 19 hits.
Is 5 points of slashing.
Okay. So this whip, somehow the whip still harms this creature. Are you going to do any bonus action?
I have no other bonus actions. For Bardic Inspiration, I have 1 left. So.
Okay. It is the creature's turn. I already rolled. It does not get its spit back, so you don't have to worry about that one. But it is going to try. It has to get you off, Finland. So it's actually going to reach up with its claw. It's going to try to claw at you.
Yeah.
Real quick, Sarah. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Is Finland technically within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
I have a protection fighting style, and so I am going to use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Well, it rolled a 5 and a 6. So
it takes damage from the cloud.
Yes, what is the damage?
So it'll
take, what is the damage?
11 damage.
Okay. All right. So that was out.
Like found little handhold, like a handhold somewhere, like in its
because it's like a rock. Yeah, it's like a rock, and especially because Whistler and everybody's been hacking at it. You just got like a little like rock climbing roll. So it tries to like claw at you, and it doesn't get you. But now it's going to try to bite, and this time it's going to try to bite Zareth. That was a 7.
She said try. It tried to
try. It did try.
I scoff at the creature.
As it's like it's at the same time trying to get Finland off its back and trying to bite at you, and it can't do 2 things at once. Not too great at it. Bastet, it is your turn.
Yes, I'm going to hit it with my scimitar.
Okay, and scimitar, that is slashing damage, correct?
Yes, it is. It's cool. So I got a dirty 20.
Yeah, roll damage.
Well, that's only 6, but still.
Okay. Still a very, very good hit. This creature, whatever kind of alien anatomy it has, it looks like it's pretty rough. It's pretty not doing so great. Anything else you would like to do, Bastet? Just stay right there.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay. Back to the top with Zareth.
Cool beans. I am going to take a swing. Ooh, there we go. That'll be a 24.
Hits.
All right. Do 17 damage. 3 of it fire.
Major overkill because it had 1 hit point left. It had 7 hit points. It had 7 hit points when Bosset hit it, and I was like, "Oh no, she almost killed it, but not quite." So you have been trying to hit this thing, Zareth, and you've been trying to hit it. You've been trying to hit it, and finally, everybody else has hit it, and you just chop its rocky head off.
I imagine it barely collapses, and I'm still holding on to it, right, as it goes down.
Yeah.
And I just sort of kind of lay down a little bit and let my axe arm sag, and I'm like, hallelujah.
Almost.
And you guys notice.
Almost as quickly as I finish the creature, I sheathe my weapon.
So it's like when its body, it almost molds back into the earth. And so now in this, it's kind of a decapitated lizard, molded earth looking thing. And you see Robin over in the corner going,
I am going to run over to them and start trying to grab at all of this mucus stuff and getting it off of them.
Because they are also bound, but because they have mucus is also around, there's something around their body. The mucus is glue. It's like glue, essentially, is what's happening. And so I'm assuming, is Jack the only one that runs over there? Or does anybody else go to help?
I'll help.
Yeah, I'll make my way over there.
Idea if it's mucus, we leave, go back to that river, and just place them in the water. It'll dissolve. Then we get out of the portal. We got Robin. Get out.
What's binding Pan?
Nothing is binding Pan, but Pan can't do anything unless Robin tells it to.
Well, then get the mouth free. We'll deal with the body later.
I'm going to investigate the corpse at a 22 to look for loose valuable ore. Because it's the birth.
Yeah, it is. There's nothing quote unquote valuable. It doesn't have it's the rock itself is very interesting. You might be able to sell it somewhere on the astral sea as primordial earth or something like that. So yeah, if you want to take the head, you can.
I pick the head up and put it into my bag.
Yeah. So yeah, you're like, yeah, that'll do something, and you stick it in your bag. You guys rush over and you get the mucus off of Robin's face, and Robin's just like, I had trouble. And it's some of the mucus is still stuck in their fur, breathing, and Robin passes out, exhausted. They're at 1 hit point and they are unconscious. This is the DM's way of having the player not be here.
I'm really frustrated because I'm down for throwing them over my shoulder and taking them out of there, but they will not be happy if Pan does not come with. So I put them on top of Pan and just try and poke at the poke.
No, can mimic Robin, Whistler. Whistler, you tell Pan to do shit.
I tell Pan to do shit.
As Robin. As Robin.
Yes. I shift around behind because I'm I don't know if if Pan's gonna look at me and deduce this. I just assume everyone is a good deal smarter than me. So I'm just gonna get behind him to make it sound a little bit more like it's coming from Robin, and in their voice just say, "Let's go home, Pan!"
Pan kind of starts trotting.
I'm keeping up with Pan.
This is what an intelligence of 12 does.
I mean, this is great and all, and everything, but I don't know how we're going to get Pan up the very, very steep incline.
You guys have rope. You can do a pulley system.
Climb.
Excellent, a pulley system. Okay.
There's also a chance.
Yeah, you guys could just wrap a rope around Pan and pull him up.
Pan doesn't
He's
get
a medium
exhausted.
creature.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Let's do
Let's do it.
So you guys,
I'm sorry, I heard something. Did someone say something?
I said I have a spell for that.
Ah.
Okay.
Are you going to volunteer it?
When we have to get Pan up. By the way, I don't know what Pan is.
Oh, Pan is a pangolin, a wooden pangolin.
It's a pangolin. It's a medium-sized construct made out of wood, and it is a pangolin. Pan the pangolin.
Okay.
It is Robin's construct.
We are but poor, lost circus performers. That's what I think when I look at our group.
Like, I mean, Aster, that is mildly the description of Aster, so...
So you guys get to the 10-foot cliff. Zareth, do you help Pan get up with something?
I reach my hand out to Pan. This is going to be interesting. And I cast the fly spell.
You guys see Pan just start lifting?
The way that my fly spell, like flavor wise, like large ethereal wings burst from the person based on their personality.
So I guess it would be wood, like large ethereal wooden wings that look sort of just like tree limbs come out, like Pan's going back to nature, and Pan doesn't know what's going on, but Pan knows to go home, so Pan just starts flapping these ethereal wings and lands on the ledge and just keeps walking.
I just stop and I look over, and I'm just like, what is this guy? Like,
more importantly, how do I learn that shit? And I'm like looking at Zareth and I'm like,
if you have interesting spells for me, I will let you look at my spell book. He says as he starts to scramble up the path.
Could you imagine the performances with that?
So I'm going to say you guys all managed to boss it again very easily. Scrambles up. All of you, the rest of you all have pretty good athletics. And Aster, however you would like to get up, you can either Misty Step or whatever
I have decent athletics. I just wanted to flourish. I don't have Misty Step anymore. I can only use it once.
Okay.
Whistler.
Okay. So you guys,
I just wanted to flourish. I just wanted to flourish.
Yeah. I just wanted to do the
There are some things that you just do for aesthetics, and that's, I feel like, totally Aster's milieu. So you guys all make it up to the top. You walk out. You go back into this large cavern, and you do see at the cavern, at the end, you see that black void at the end that you came through, that Robin was pulled through. And you guys hop back through to the other side. I gone through to the other side. See, I got another one.
You do it.
Woo! Got it. Okay, I'm missing Pan and Whistler and Finland, I believe. No. Okay.
So,
get everybody.
Aster, can you go ahead and put up a blue fairy fire flare here, please?
There we go.
I can't. I don't know. I can check my spell slots.
You might have to take a long rest.
No, I can. I have 2 spells.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. It's done.
So Aster points up, and this large blue glittery cube
goes
appears
above the head, and it's just like bang. I should go get my ukulele for this. Make things.
So you guys have fulfilled. Oh,
go ahead.
So you have fulfilled this portion. And so you look at Zareth, and you guys are all kind of like, okay, we did what we were supposed to do. Are you guys going to stick around the portal? Are you going to head to the next portal? You guys going to rest? What is your plan right now?
I think we need to stop and rest because we've got an injured party member.
Are you guys going to rest like right here? Are you going to move away? Are you going to rest on the other side of the river? Where are you guys planning on resting?
I like other side of the river so we can see the portal, but we're not within tentacle graspy distance?
It was, in fact, the creature's tongue.
Oh,
that
tongue grasping.
Is a lizard.
Oversharing.
Are we taking a long rest or what?
I say we camp. I say we go ahead and make a night of it.
I just need to know, because that's how I get all of my shit back.
Question or suggestion.
Yes.
What if we go back to the little cave because we know that that is safer?
Is it on our way back towards where we're going?
Because you guys were going to go northeast, northwest. It is not. It's going back towards town.
All right, so yeah, I wouldn't. I would just stay here so we're not losing.
Okay.
I mean, I think we're okay. Like, we're in the woods. If we set up, the usual kind of rotation for watch, and get the new guy to pitch in.
Zareth, you wanted to say something about camping?
Sure. I don't have any issue with camping. I would like to A, try to close the portal, and then B, negotiate with the party to help me find and kill the thing that's creating the portal. So I want to roleplay those things, but that's what I got.
Fantastic. Okay, so what spells do you have? I don't have your spell sheet up right now. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get it up.
The only spell that I have that's even remotely applicable is Dismissal, which pushes things into the
banishment. You have banishment. Yeah.
Banishment. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, that would, you could try to cast banishment, but that would not work. You need a higher spell. Did my computer just freeze? Okay, sorry, you guys. I was like, oh no. You're gonna need a higher level spell, something more like plane shift or gate to
do we
close
know
the,
do we notice or do I notice that he's actually trying to cast a spell and it failing?
Yes, you do notice that he's actually trying to close
I'm pulling out a book and consulting notes, etc.
It is okay. The flare that Aster has sent is calling people who will close the portal. They have the ability to do it. We just needed to let them know where it is. So we stay here tonight, we keep everything safe, and they will be here in the morning to close the portal.
Look at the bunny.
Excellent.
And they will give us money and possibly coffee.
Zareth, so everybody starts making camp. Zareth, who would you like to approach about negotiating helping you? Because you said, I will help you if you help me. Who do you perceive as the main negotiator of this group?
A half-orc that I made the deal with.
Okay. So, as you guys
still don't know my name.
Still don't know her name. So, as you guys are setting up camp is finally up. Campfire is placed. You guys have laid Robin next to Pan in a tent. Robin is sleeping soundly, recovering from this ordeal that they have gone through. Zareth, you approach, the orc whose name you still don't know. You approach Jack.
You fought well, and you lead your men well.
They're not men, but thank you.
Also, not hers.
I lead my own way. Excuse me.
I'm an army of one.
We're independent. We don't need no man.
It seems that my common turn of phrase did not go over well. Apologies. Not mean to.
We are allied together. We're not a unit. That's all.
Friends.
I'm Jack, by the way.
Good to meet you, Jack. And I don't believe that I have everybody's name. He kind of points to people who haven't introduced themselves yet.
That one, the cat is Bastet, and the bird is Whistler, and then of course, Finland. And you met Aster. And at this point, I'm talking to him, but I'm also trying to figure out, because I remember there was a door in the belly of Pan, and I'm trying to figure out how to open up that door.
I am looking for either information or a guide or guides to help me find and kill this creature. I am not familiar enough with your world to do it on my own.
And you'll call us even then?
I suppose.
Okay, then yeah. I mean, that falls in line with what we're trying to see done as well. So that sounds perfect.
Do you not require any further material payment?
And I look at Aster, and I look at Whistler, and I look at Bastet, and I'm like, they can determine their own payment.
I like to ensure that my warriors are well paid.
We're not your warriors.
It seems that my common is not good.
Fast.
What? It was that...
Whistler's just trying to mime about haste and is just kind of saying things like, fast, speedy spell.
So, as far as payment and that sort of thing, I am going to encourage you to talk with Aster. They're going to be the ones that is... in my mind, I'm going, Aster's the one that takes payment most often. Like, I come from a communal people. Gold is nice and helps me get armor, but like... So yeah, I'm deferring to Aster as far as like payment and that sort of thing.
Sorry, yes?
Will you negotiate payment for information leading to the destruction of this creature?
Do you know anything about this
stuff? I feel like half player, half plot device at the moment. So
yeah. So whatever information as the am I muted? No. Okay. As the DM, whatever information you feel like Zareth would give them, if you feel like you would tell them what type of creature it is, where they came from, what their whole deal is, or if you would just say, I know the type of creature it is, I just need to find it, and I need your help doing it. Whatever you think Zareth
would give them a very thorough breakdown of the creature, and give them basically any information that he needs. Well, he thinks
as the DM, I'm super cool with that, and I will answer any questions that Zareth does not know the answer to.
I've heard the name of the monster before, but like off the top of my head, I don't know what it looks like.
It's all of you don't react to this, but it is called an Alhoon. Alhoon.
I know that it commonly makes its lair in...
Alhoons are they are mind flayers, but they are let's see if I can find the information. Is it in this book?
He reaches into his bag and pulls out another bag roughly the same size and just gently tosses it to you.
Take it. Open it. Search. I look in it and
It is full of small gold ingots and miscellaneous gemstones. It doesn't have any coins in it.
But from my knowledge as a performer, can I give it a hefty shake to kind of get a gist of how much? Just relatively.
It probably is worth. It probably weighs about 10 pounds. So this is probably worth close to 1,000 or more gold.
Can Whistler just be looking over their shoulder and the eyes get very, very big? It's a lot of shiny little things in there.
I close it. I put it down in between both of us if we're sitting in front of each other. I put it down and I look at everyone else to be are we all okay?
I surreptitiously nod.
Yeah. The only thing Bosset will ask is if maybe she can ask him about, diseases in other areas to see if she can maybe suss out the origin of the plague or disease that swept through her town. That's it. She just wants information, really.
Is that involved with an Arcana check? I am going to use my daily divination. I have a 15, so I'm going to take the 15 plus my 8 for 23.
Okay. You, unfortunately, because of where you are from, you are unfamiliar with this particular disease, that plague that is affecting Bostet's people. Now, if she had described something like, I'm not even going to say about like the weird body horror diseases that come out of the astral plane, but this just seems like an average material plane disease that you know nothing about. Nobody's growing extra eyes, like stomachs aren't eating people as opposed to the other way around. Like, you're like, oh, this just seems like a material plane thing.
This disease looks like it comes from your world. I have no idea what.
So the information, so Aster, do you ask him about what this creature is?
Yes, I say, like, what does, like, basically what it is and what are we getting ourselves in?
Okay. What would you like to say that this is, like, do you want to say this is an Alhoon, and what information are you trying to give these people, Zareth? So just so I know what to put in there.
I will give them, like, basic information about Alhoons and anything specific that I know about this one.
Okay, so this is what you basically say. You say that this creature is an Alhoon, and I'll let you rephrase this later so you can say it as Zareth. So this is the information you give them. You say this creature is an Alhoon. You tell them that an Alhoon is a mind flayer or an illithid, whichever term you want to use, that pursues arcane magic. They are generally outcast from society because arcane magic is looked down upon in mind flayer society. And that this one has fled to the prime material plane, but you don't know exactly what its motivations are. So however you would like to phrase it to tell them, you are more than welcome to.
Perfect. This particular creature is an eater of intellect, destroyer of minds. The culture that he hails from is distrustful of the arcane arts, and therefore he is banished from his home, which makes him even more dangerous. And he looks like he has tentacles on his face.
They're kind of scary.
So,
so this is, you think, a very dangerous hunt that we are engaging in?
My mistress sent one of her top lieutenants to handle it.
Is this you?
Yes.
So your mistress feels that this is very dangerous. Yes.
My specialty is in hunting and killing mages. Yes. I was specifically assigned this task.
Well, if this thing is here, near the place and the people that we all love, then we will agree to help hunt it down, dangerous or no. And I think I speak for all of us that if this thing really is as terrible and as dangerous as you say it is, and if it really can produce these doorways, these portals, and terrorize our world, then yes, we will aid you in whatever manner we can.
This, you said it was an eater of intellect. Is there something in particular that it's looking for here?
Its location is more likely happenstance than specific. I don't know that you have mages that it's or scholars that it is specifically after. I don't have that information.
We need Alphys back. We need him. He could die.
Then maybe let's keep him farther away?
I mean, should still...
I agree. I mean, I'm in. Anyone else?
I have already said my feelings.
Yeah.
I'll do it for the money.
Kill bad thing.
Busta?
Yeah,
I'm in.
All right.
And I give him back the pouch and I say, just in case I die, you keep that, and if we all get through this, then give it back.
Zareth looks like very obviously surprised and like reaches back, picks it up, and puts it into his pouch.
I don't
Whistler
trust
gives
myself with
Aster a look. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
You can do that. I don't trust you with it, Whistler. I don't trust me with it.
No, sorry. Not about the money. About the in case I might die. That's what's getting
that
the
part.
look.
I see. Hey, I mean, you never know. I mean, you almost died, Whistler, so...
Well, and shiny things for both of y'all is like your weakness.
Right.
I turn and I ask Whistler to ask Pan to open the compartment.
Pan, open the compartment.
And I just like place.
But we have to wash Robin off first, because remember, Robin's whole
Oh,
body
yeah.
is still all sticky.
Oh, yeah.
So
No, yeah,
instead we
we're-
put her in the water, or put them in the water, and then just like try and get it all off.
Yeah.
You guys all together, except for Zareth, wash an unconscious Robin.
And I am like super concerned because like Robin is always so is just always making sure to get consent, and I'm just like, we can't get consent from you right now, and I'm just gonna make this call.
I, for one, am not washing the tiny cat. I'm sitting on the edge, and because I've just hacked at a rock with my great axe, and I am sure it is all dinged, so I'm resharpening it.
Yep.
So,
Fellow Tabaxi, I know how to wash the cat. The other fellow Tabaxi, so I will help.
Yeah.
So Whistler's probably helping because, I mean, she grew up in the temple of the Raven Queen, and I feel like washing the dead is kind of a thing you do there. So she's just like whistling and just and doing her job.
Yeah, since Aster doesn't want to get in the water and we're like on the edge, Aster's gonna like hold up like Robin's shoulders so you guys like, so like Robin's like half in the water and then I have like the shoulders and stuff, and I'm like making sure that like they don't drown while we're doing this. So, while not getting in the water.
Good call, because not a thing Whistler's used to worrying about.
Finn, can I ask you to sharpen my sword while you're at it, while you're over there as well?
Sure, it absolutely beats washing a cat.
I know how you feel about laundry.
So we were gonna say that Robin is clothed during this. Robin's clothes get wet. You wash because they're adding mucus on it too. So we're not having like full on like naked cat titties everywhere.
No.
Yeah.
Jack ain't having that.
Yeah. No. And you clean Robin off. You put Robin inside Pan's open compartment. And you guys can bunk down for the night around the fire in your tents with your... Yes, Whistler.
I will say, beats washing a cat fully gets turned into a song instead of the whistling. So it's just that. Two different tunes throughout the washing.
So at like every song that Aster has ever sung, Whistler is now just repeating all of them. That's all.
But with the lyrics, beats washing a cat.
Certainly beats washing a cat. Yes.
I will say, while we are at the campfire, Aster, not knowing that Aster doesn't know they can't learn new spells. Aster is going to turn to Zeroth and be like, okay, the flying thing.
Zeroth pulls out of his bag of holding a very, very large tome and sets it next to you. And then pulls out a smaller book and just looks like he's doing some light reading.
Huh. I've made a mistake. I slide the book back. I don't want to fly that bad. And I go to sleep.
Aster's like, reading, not for me.
Nope.
Like, just nope. It's that big, that meme about like how wizards get their spells, how sorcerers get their spells, how warlock get their spells. Like, it's one of those things. Like, bards just get it from the aesthetic. Like, it's just like.
Yeah, that's like what I was telling you guys last time. I almost got fireworks because I was like, that'd be a dope ass spell, and then I realized that'd be a mistake. With this group, it would not end well.
So you guys camp for the night. You guys do your standard watches. I'm not going to make you roll any perception or survival checks. Nothing comes through the portal. And in the middle of the night, whoever, I'll say, who wants to take the second watch? Who's taking the second watch? Okay, so I saw Finland and Aster first.
Like,
so Finland and Aster.
You can't see, so.
Jack took
what are you going to do in the dark?
Okay. So while those of you are taking second watch, you see some people come up, and there are members of the Emerald Protectors. Keita's among them, and she goes, "Oh, hello. Yes, you, Aster. Yes, hello." And Keita can't see either, so she has to cast light. She's got like a light on her little staff because she's a halfling, and everybody else is asleep. I'll be very quiet. There's the portal. So I'm gonna just like
right there,
up there,
literally right there,
up in that area.
And she like takes her light out, and she goes, "Thank you." And she and like a few other of the like, they just kind of like go across the river. They're trying not to wake anybody else up. They're just like, "Thank you." And like they go across the river, and you see them start like doing the river. They go across the river, and they start closing the portal.
Oh.
So the portal is now being taken care of. There are 3 members of the Emerald Protectors who have spells that you do not have access to. You guys wake up the next morning, full spells, full abilities, full hit points, back up to normal. And that's actually where we're going to end. I guess you guys are going to the other portal. You're going to go to the one that was northwest, still in the woods. Okay, so that's what we'll start off next time. Is you guys going? Now you guys are just going straight up. We're just going west towards that portal with a new companion who has some motives that just so happen to fit along with your motives, but you don't quite know what his full deal is. And when we return, hopefully, fingers crossed, we will have Robin back. And so Robin can interact with Zeroth, which will be a hoot and a half. I guarantee it. So anybody quick, any shout outs or announcements we need to do right at the end? Thank you all for watching. David, thank you for joining us. You can join us for as long as, this Zeroth is, feels like he is story appropriate. We, again, like I said, hopefully Pax will be, I know Pax will be back from the woods next week because they're driving back right now. And we will see them next time that we record. Coming up soon, speaking of animal creatures, and we're going to be recording our super soft, gentle one-shot. We will have 2 guest stars on that one. For this one, Annika and Tanya will be 2 of our players. And Annika's friend Sydney is joining us, and Tanya's husband Adam is joining us. And so this is a super soft one shot. We're using the Fate system because Fate is very, very customizable, and I do not expect there to be any fighting in this. And we needed to customize, like, everybody is playing as little animal folk, and it's super soft. It's what we need right now. We planned this before the election.
Legit, Mom.
Yeah, we planned this before the election because we were all like, ah!
Is anyone surprised that I'm gonna be a sloth?
No.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you what the other characters are because I will let the players tell you when we play.
It's me.
Yes,
it's me.
Annika, I need to take a picture. I need to show you the fabric that I found at Remnant. I need to take a picture of it and send it to you. So that'll be a super soft. It's going to be our November one shot. It's going to be basically what if humans never evolved and existed and animals instead gained sentience and did everything like in American history, but not with the colonialism. So super soft, decolonized, animal folk in 19th century California. So,
and a reminder to be able to watch the one shot and also our session 0. Make sure that you are a patron of us on Patreon at our player level 3 or 5.
Well, no, it's 5 or 10.
5 or 10. I know numbers.
The very first time that I played D&D as an adult, I did so with it was a bunch of at the time we all identified as women, and it turns out that was not the case. What my DM from that has her own little shop. Called Stitchery Geekery, and she made me my character. Yes, her name is Ursa. She's a little silver dragonborn. She's a rogue. Yes, and her sister's.
Send that information to Annika so we can put her link.
Down below. Her sister's name is Anand. Yes, she uses ice, and if that story sounds familiar, let it go.
Pop culture reference for everybody. That's what we aim to do in this game. So yes, we put that information because that's super adorable. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. We will put that information in the down below, in the doobly-doo, in the description, whatever you want to call it. Again, thank you all for joining us and watching. David, thank you for joining us. I hope you had a good time playing with us. I hope you'll want to join us again and that we haven't scared you off with our antics too much. Everybody that's watching, thank you. Hope we don't scare you off with our antics. Dave, what were you gonna say, David? Sorry.
I just wanted to say a quick thank you to y'all. This was a blast and a half. So yeah, thanks again, guys.
Yeah, to the Alyssa.
See, I'm gonna be honest. If I get betrayed, Aster's gonna be so sad.
Yeah.
My new friend.
Wrong person to go in.
Yeah, Aster is going to have a breakdown. Thank you all for watching. I need to go eat so I can take my evening meds. Yay, everybody! Bye,
everybody.